Wondering if a robot could solve your palletizing headaches? Well, today, we're going to find out.
We're going to start with a pretty surprising take from an expert in the field.
So the real question is it right for your operation? Let's help you figure that out. We're skipping the sales pitch. This is just a straight-up, real-world guide for you.
All right, first up, let's hit the big questions I know you're probably thinking about.
Yeah, the number one thing on everyone's mind? The cost. That big upfront investment.
You're typically looking at an all-in price in this range for the entire system.
Okay, but what's the payback? How long until you actually see a return on that?
Most folks see their money back in about 12 to 24 months, mostly from labor savings.
But, a lot of facilities are already packed, so where does this thing even fit?
A typical cell needs about this much room for the robot, the pallets, and access.
And the other big one, what happens when it breaks, especially with no robotics tech on staff?
Well, the costs are pretty predictable, and honestly, modern cobots are super reliable.
Okay, let's move on to the real-world trade-offs you're actually going to face.
It really comes down to a choice: raw speed for one product or flexibility for many SKUs.
Now, this is interesting. The gripper itself is often the overlooked deal breaker in these projects.
Seriously, you need to sort this out early. It can totally impact your budget and timeline.
So how do you actually decide? Here's a simple go-no-go checklist to help you out.
If you're checking off a few of these boxes, a cobot is probably a really great fit. And on the flip side, if these red flags sound familiar, it's probably best to hold off.
So if you're still on the fence, here's a super clear process to get your answer.
Just follow these steps. It'll help you make a decision based on data, not a gut feeling.
So maybe the final question isn't just about what you can afford. Let's reframe this.
Think about it. Lost orders, product damage, staffing nightmares. That's the real cost, right there.